So this would be a nice invigorating class to open up the front of the body and mostly kind of back bending shapes. Let's start lying down in some somatic movements. So really gentle to begin with, and we'll be kind of building up the energy as we go along. So just take a few moments here, just lying in this constructive rest position, it's called, where knees are bent, feet are on the floor, hands on the lower belly. Really good place just to spend a few moments checking in with yourself, noticing your breathing. Your knees can rest against each other. And just take a few really nice, slow, deep breaths. So feel the fullness of your breath. Feel your breath under your hands in your belly. Listen to the sound of the breath. Notice how you're feeling. So you're checking in with yourself now at the beginning of your practice. How are you feeling physically and mentally? And see if you can let every part of you into this practice. So you're not pushing away any problems, you're not pushing away any of the crankiness. Maybe you might have woken up feeling grumpy this morning, or uncomfortable and tired. Or maybe there's stuff going on in your life which is just really taking your attention and pushing you to your limits. So see if you can actually bring all of that, everything that's going on in your life, all the good, all the bad, everything into your practice so that it's a full practice. Every part of you is here. And with that, let yourself really relax down so you can allow yourself to really sink into the ground now. Drop the weight of your body. So you don't have to be a type of person. You don't have to be good to be doing yoga. That yoga is here to support you. Just let yourself be exactly how you are today. Another breath. And then just do three nice long breaths where you reach your arms overhead. And on the inhale, stretch, point the toes, stretch the fingers, and hold the breath in. And then on the exhale, just flop. Collapse into the ground. Do that twice more. So inhale, reach and stretch, and hold the breath in. And then exhale, collapse, and drop down. And again, one more. Inhale, hold the breath in, stretch, 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 hold it in a moment, and then exhale, just collapse. Bring the arms out to a T shape. Bend your right knee, place the foot on the ground quite close to the hip, and then just start this gentle somatic hip opening movement where you push the right foot down and roll onto the left side of the left hip, and then sink down again. So on the inhale, I'm just pushing my right foot down, rolling towards the left hip, so you feel the back of the right hip lift. You're rolling onto the left, and just do the few of those. So you're inhaling, rolling the hips. Let your head roll towards the right shoulder in that movement, and exhale, sink back down. Inhale, roll towards the right shoulder, and exhale, sink down. And again, the hips are rolling to the left, head is rolling to the right, and exhale, release. And then pause for a moment there and bring your right hand up. Make a kind of curling shape where you'll bend your right elbow, bend the wrist, and lower the right palm onto the ground. So I'll show you with the left. So it's a half wheel shape. So the palm is flat and fingers are pointing in towards the body. Elbow is in the air. Bring the left hand up onto the right shoulder, so you're holding the arm in an upright position. And just keep the rest of the body still and only move the shoulder. See if you can get the right elbow to move away towards the wall behind you. So on the inhale, you feel the elbow moving away from the body, and exhale, sink down. See if you can feel behind you, your shoulder blade sinking, sort of sliding onto the back, drawing into the back, and then exhale. And inhale again, reach and feel your arm, your shoulder reaching towards, well, away from you. That's it, and come back. And do that now, combining the hip and the leg and the arm movements. So your right elbow moves away and the right knee moves away. And see if you can reach now the knee and the elbow away from each other and then sink back down. So repeat that. So you're rolling to your left side. The right hip and shoulder lift and they stretch away from each other so the whole right side gets longer. Exhale. So we're looking at creating lots of decompression space in the front of the body. Inhale. And as you do that, turn your head to the left. So you're going the other way and then come back. And repeat that a few times. Inhale. Turn your head to the left. Let the head slide under your arm a little bit if you can. And we'll just keep adding on and letting this movement get bigger. So now as you push the hand and the foot down, the shoulder lifts, the hip lifts, and see if you can tilt your head back right under the gap you've made between your hand and your shoulder, that little bridge there. So a few times. Inhale, tilting the head back and arch the neck, the head going under. Couple more. Inhale. So we're getting a full back bend, but a really gentle one with lots of support from the ground. One more there, tilting. Really lovely somatic movement to get a big flex in the spine, but with good support from the ground. Take a moment, just pause, release your arms down, release your leg, and just feel your body there. Notice what it feels like. Take a deep breath. And then bend the left knee, place the left foot on the ground, bring the arms quite wide out to the sides, and then push the left foot and roll towards the right hip. So the back of the left hip comes up and then lowers back down. Excuse me. And roll again. So you're rolling towards the right side and the left hip is lifting. And it's very much about pushing the left foot down. So the more the left foot pushes, the more space you'll create under your back. Keep it really gentle though. Inhale, and then start to turn the head towards the left hand and shoulder, releasing the neck that way. And inhale, rolling gently, head turning, hip opening, exhaling. And another one there, rolling. So we're really letting the body open very slowly, really gently to begin with. Bring your hand round and make this half wheel shape. So left hand on the ground, under your shoulder, so the elbow sticking up in the air. Hold the elbow with the right hand, and then see if you can direct your left elbow away from your body towards the wall behind you. Keep the hand on the ground. Just move the arm. Just move the shoulder a few times so you're reaching through the arm, sink back down. And again, so the elbow is moving away from the torso. See if you can feel your shoulder blade moving into your back. So you're feeling the shoulder lift off the ground, go into the back. Now combine the hip and the shoulder movement. So now push left hand, push left foot, and roll towards the right side, feeling the back arching. And the whole left side of the body is getting really long there. And repeat that a few times. So you're moving on the inhale, rolling to the right, left side of the body, getting really open, and exhale, release. And give yourself time to build this up, turning the head now to the right, and come back down. And again, turning the head to the right. This time, can you try and turn and move your head back underneath you a bit, so your head is actually sliding underneath your arm, and come back. So there's a real flex in the whole spine, from the tail to the neck, the head going right underneath that little gap you've made between the shoulder and the hand. And a few times, and this should feel good. If it feels like you're getting stuck, don't worry, just go back a stage and just work in the previous stage and build up to this. And one more there, slowly arching, tilting the neck, and then exhale, come back. Release your arms down. Take a couple of breaths, just feel your body now. See how that feels, just getting that beautiful big opening into the body in a really gentle way. And then from here, draw your knees in, do a few circles in the hips, and then we're going to rock up all the way up to sitting. So from here, just rock along your spine, maybe do a couple of those to massage. Come up across the ankles. I'll sort my hair out because that's really good for the hairstyle, that last one. And just come onto a sitting position, hold your knees and draw your chest forward. Just see how that feels in the back now. Exhale, rounding, so a little seated cat and cow. Inhale, arching the chest forward. And then bring your hands behind you, fingertips on the ground. And just gently open out the chest in front of you. See if you can draw those shoulder blades down the back. And then just simply look over one shoulder and then come back. And exhale, look over the other shoulder, just releasing the neck, come back. Bring your hands, interlace them behind your back, give a little squeeze, and then release. And come onto all fours there. Just move through cat and cow a few times just to see how the body feels now in this position. So inhaling, draw the chest forward, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Exhaling, round your back, so you're tucking your chin under, pushing the ground away with the hands. Inhaling, opening out the chest. Peep the chest between the arms, looking up. Exhale, press the ground with the hands, tucking the tail, pushing the knees, sit down, and then again inhaling. Opening this exhale, tuck the toes and push up to downward facing dog. Just find your space there. Then bend the knees, and on the inhale, draw your hips back and draw your belly back towards your thighs. And then exhale, just squeeze the heels a bit lower to the ground, keeping the chest really back towards the thighs. Inhale, draw the hips up as you bend the knees, belly against thighs. Exhale, drawing the thighs back, heels down. One more there, inhale. Exhale. And then alternate knees, so bend the right knee and now twist. Turn the left foot out a little bit and look underneath your arm. Inhale to switch sides, so bend left knee and very slowly turn the right foot out and twist and look under the right armpit. Again, inhaling, bend right knee, turn left foot out a little bit, twist and extend. And then again, inhale, bend left knee, turn right foot a little, twist and stretch the right leg. And then bring your body forward into plank pose, so feet back a little bit, inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, come back to child's pose, so sinking down, slide your hands back and hold your heels. Give your body a little squeeze, so you just kind of squeeze your heels, squeeze the head down, and then flop. Take a breath here. Then slowly bring your hands forward again, downward facing dog. Exhale. Raise the right leg up this time, so lift the right leg and bend the knee and lift the right hip and stack the right hip above the left hip. Lift the knee a bit more and then see if you can straighten your right leg in this position. Push the hands evenly, stretch out through the right leg. Deep breath in, and then on the exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand. Slowly lower the back knee down. Come onto your fingertips. Inhale, draw your chest forward, looking up. And then exhale, downward facing dog, going back with the right leg. Lift the left leg up, bend the left knee. Lift the knee and stack the hips. So we're just starting to get space into the pelvis and the hips. Even out the weight in the hands. Take another breath. Then on the next inhale, straighten the left leg in that position, keeping the hips stacked. Reach up. And on the next exhale, left foot outside left hand, back knee to the ground. Come onto fingertips. Draw your chest forward. Inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog, going back. Inhale forward into plank pose. Stay in plank for a breath. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, draw the chest forward, push the heels back. Exhale, lower the knees, go back down into child's pose. Inhaling, coming up. Lower down onto your front, elbows in, slowly through half chaturanga. Inhale through cobra, elbows in, belly strong. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, cobra again, draw the heart forward, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the right leg again, really lift up, open up, stack the hips, deep breath. And on the exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand again, lower the left knee down. Inhale, draw your chest forward. And then exhale, right hand on right knee, left hand on right knee. Push the hips forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Really open up the front of the spine, lifting the heart. And then exhale, lower the right elbow onto the right thigh and lean the left arm over to the left. So you're starting to feel the left side of the body opening as well. Deep breath here. And then sweep your arm forward, really reach forward through the chest. Lower the left hand, lift the back knee and reach the right arm up into the air. Take a big sweep behind you with the right arm. Exhale, sweep it past the foot. Do that again, big circle. Inhale. And then exhale, lower the right hand down beside the foot. Step the right foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank pose. From here, exhale, pause in plank. Then inhale into upward facing dog. So you just lower the hips, raise the chest, strong legs. Exhale, downward dog, bend the knees and really push back through your hips there. Inhale, come forward into upward facing dog again. So you're really strengthening the body and invigorating as you exhale, push back. You might need to make some sound effects here. Inhale if you want to really get the system going. One more, exhale, pushing back. Step the right foot down, lift the left leg really high, stack the hips, open up. And then left foot outside left hand, lower the back knee down as the foot comes through. Inhale, reach the chest forward. And as you exhale, move the left foot in, bring the left hand to the knee, right hand to the knee, and push the knee forward as you reach the chest back. Draw the arms up, really uncurl the front of the body, leaning back, deep breath. And then lower the left arm onto the left thigh and lean over to the left so you start to feel that stretch through the right side now. Take another breath here. One more. And then sweep forward, big reach forward through the right arm. Bring the right hand down. Lift the back knee and just raise the left arm, big reach up. And then sweep your arm behind you, big circle there, and then another circle. So inhale, reaching up. And exhale, sweeping the hand down. Step back into downward facing dog. Rock forward into plank. Stay for a breath. Exhale. Inhale and really feel the shape of upward facing dog. Feel how the front of the spine is open. And now in downward dog, feel how the back of the spine is really open and the back of the bum and the legs. Then inhale, feel how the back muscles are strong and the front of the body gets to open. And one more, exhale, pushing back. And then step the right foot in a little, left foot in, right leg goes up. And now recreate that feeling of upward dog here. So as you inhale, see if you can try and get the front of the body a little bit more open. So you really open up, deep breath. And then once more, step the right foot outside the right hand, lower the back knee down. Inhale, draw the chest up and then pull back into the splits shape, so half splits, pulling back. Keep the front knee a little bent. Inhale, rock forward. And then slide the foot off your mat, and on the exhale, lift the toes, slide the heel away out to the right a bit. Come down onto the palms, lean forward, and then see if you can tuck your back toes under. If you can, come up onto the fingertips, bend the front knee slightly, lift the back knee, and see if you can get really open in the lower part of the body. Really open up. Deep breath. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. And then lower the knee, slide your right foot back, take your right foot over to the left hand, and then pull back. So we're getting the feeling now running through the outside edge
of the right leg. So fingertips on the ground, lift the toes, and really draw the right hip back. So keep the right toes lifted. Just one more deep breath here, right hip back. And then from here, walk the right foot over right to the very top corner of the edge of the mat. Lift the back knee, lower the back heel, and bring your hands down onto the ground. Bend the elbows, and then this time come onto the fists, so come onto the knuckles. Bend the elbows, bring the thumbs down, and really sink down through the head. Come onto fingertips, bring them as wide as you can. Direct your chest towards the left top corner of the mat and fold in again. Lift the arches in the feet, spread the toes. One more go, strong feet. Exhale down. And then come onto the left hand, lift the back heel, raise the right arm as high as you can, sweep it back down, exhale, step right foot down the mat. Rock forward into plank pose. Stay for a breath. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, knees. Exhale, half chaturanga. Down you go. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, go down, and then come through upward dog. Hands back a little bit. Really open up. Roll the shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Inhale, big stretch. Lift up. Really recreate the feeling of upward facing dog. Feel the front of the spine getting really open. Front of the body unraveling. Left foot on the exhale. Outside the left hand. Back knee down. Come onto fingertips. And then the half splits, pulling back, draw the hips back. So we're really getting into the legs here, opening them up. Bend the knee, bring the left foot off the mat, and then lift the toes and slide your heel away. So you're taking kind of a half splits out to the side. Well, more than half splits, into the splits. So just do what you can. It's very strong. Keep the knee a bit bent so you're not overworking the knee joint. Come onto the palms and lean forward. Tuck the back toes, and if you can, lift the knee, come onto the fingertips again, lift up, get really strong, lifting tall, strong legs, and then lower the knee and draw your foot back. Well done. Bring your left foot over to the right edge of the mat, heel toe, and then pull your hips back, draw the left hip back, so you're really feeling this. You should feel this down the outside edge of the left leg. If you keep the toes lifted, reach the chest forward towards the middle of the mat and pull that left hip back a bit more. One more breath. And then rock forward and walk your foot across again to the very top left-hand corner of the mat. Lift the back knee, lower the heel, and then bring your hands down onto the ground. Really feel the ground like you're doing downward dog. Bend the elbows, sink down as low as you can go, and then move the hands out onto knuckles this time. So bend the elbows, sink down onto the knuckles, to fists, and then come up. Fingertips as wide as you can go. Try and draw the chest forward towards the right corner of the mat. Sink down. One more there as you spread your toes, lift the arches. Exhale. And then bring the hands back. Lift the heel, lower the knee. Actually lift the knee and sweep the left arm, big wide circle. Exhale all the way down. Step back to dog. See how you're doing there. Take a few breaths, just walking that out. Inhale, rock to plank pose. Strong legs, look forward. Exhale, maybe have a little rest in child's pose for a few moments. Catching up with yourself. Feeling your breath. One more breath here. And then slowly coming up. And downward facing dog again. We're going to come up to standing now. So reach the right leg up really tall and see if you can get a little bit higher. Lift the bottom heel, really lift up, and then step the right foot between the hands. Back heel comes down. Windmill up to warrior two. Find your way in. And then just lower the arms down. What I want you to try and do here is extend your position a bit more. So when we come up to these standing positions, we tend to just find an automatic shape. So can you open it up a bit more so you're getting the space out between the legs, so you're opening out the space between the front and the back foot. Slide the back heel away. sink down, and you'll feel like it's becoming a bit vulnerable. You'll feel like you're overexerting yourself, but that's okay. Just do as much as you can and feel this sense that when we step outside of our comfort zone, not only physically is it demanding, but mentally, most of all, it's demanding. We feel a bit more vulnerable and a bit exposed, and often frustrated or annoyed with the person that's making us change or grow a bit more. So notice how this feels in your body to go a bit deeper. Sweep the arms wide. Touch the back leg and raise the top arm up, really nice and tall. And then from here, try triangle, straighten the front leg, really far apart in the legs, and lower the hand onto the shin and see how this feels. Raise the left arm. Deep breath here. And then sweep your arm over your ear and lower your hand down. From here, see if you can kick the right leg up into dog splits. So sweep right up into dog splits, lifting up. And then come forward and rest. So plank on one foot, so just hover there. Rest onto the top of the right foot, then the top of the left foot, going into up dog on the top of the feet. And then downward facing dog, rolling out. Bring the left leg up. Inhale, big lift. Step the left foot forward. Exhale, back heel down. Come on up. Warrior two. And again, experiment here with going a bit further apart than you would normally go. If you can catch your reaction to being asked to go deeper or change or out of your comfort zone, often we have our reaction is like frustration. We don't want to change. We get kind of often annoyed with people that are testing us and pushing us. So just notice that's often how I feel if a teacher in a class asks me to do it differently or try to go a bit deeper. I often notice my first reaction is a bit irritated, and it's often just because we don't want to change. So just see how this feels, going deeper, wider, lower than you normally go. Touch your back leg, really lean back here. And then triangle, straighten the front leg. Feel your legs really working hard, pushing down. Left fingers on left shin, reach up through the right arm, deep breath. And then right arm over your ear, reaching over. Bring your right hand down and see if you can set it up and kick the left leg up into dog splits, really high up. Come forward into a one-footed plank pose. Lower the top of the left foot and then flip onto the top of the right foot. Go into up dog on the top of the feet. And then knees down, child's pose. Exhale and just feel what's happening. Come on up again, inhale. And one more, we're going to go up into warrior two again. Exhale, lift the right leg, inhale. Step the right foot forward, exhale, back heel down, warrior two. So this time not maybe as far apart as you just did, but a good distance, and go a little bit lower than you normally go, just to feel that work in the legs. Bring your hands behind you, interlace them, squeeze your hands down behind you, and then take the back hand and bring it around so it's just tucked in beside the hip and the leg there. Reach the right arm, turn the palm behind to the back of the mat, bend the front knee, lean back. So this is going to really get into the shoulder now. Bring the right elbow onto the thigh, bend the knee and turn to the left a bit. So peel the left elbow off your back, drawing it back. Bend the front knee deeper. Peel the elbow back and then lay your right ear on your right shoulder. Relax the hand. See if you can feel right through the left side of the neck opening there. Then just straighten the front leg. Don't change the upper body position at all. Just start to straighten the front leg. You feel like you're about to go upside down, which you kind of are. And then lower the hand. You might find you can touch the ground here or hand on the shin. And go a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Keep sinking, feeling that edge deepening. Keep the head dangling, and then take the back hand and peel it up. Very slowly make a big circle all the way over. Keep going deeper, deeper. Arm going over your head, right down, and then look at the ground. Lift the back heel. Slide your right arm underneath your right leg. Bring the hands really wide. Square up the hips. Look forward like you're about to fly. And if you can, try lifting the hands, floating them. Deep breath in, and then hands down. Sweep your right leg right up behind you. Open up, deep breath. Coming into one-footed plank. And then from here, all the way down through chaturanga to the ground, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg lifting, inhale. Second side, left foot stepping through, exhale, back heel down. Coming up. Find your warrior two where you feel you've just kind of opened it out a little bit more than normal. Bend the knee deep. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the non-habitual way. Squeeze the arms back. Lift the heart. Deep breath. And then take the back arm and tuck it around beside you so you're trying to grab the hip or the waist or the thigh. And then bring the left arm, reverse warrior two. And yoga's all about finding, testing our habits, changing them and seeing if we can open up more physically and mentally. Bring the left elbow onto the thigh. Peel your elbow back. And open out the shoulder. See if you can lower your ear down to your shoulder. So try and put your left ear down to the left shoulder. Feel the whole side of the neck stretching. Deep breath. Peel the elbow back a bit more. And then slowly just straighten the bottom knee. Your hand is going to come down because the elbow won't have anything to rest on. So fingers on shin or maybe fingers on ground. Go deeper. Dangle the head more. Go as deep as you can. And then slowly, very slowly take the right arm up. Make a big circle. Feeling the end range of your movement. Really reach through. Slowly reach through. Lower your hand down, lift the back heel, slide the left arm under the left leg, reach it out, square up the hips. Look forward and see if you can lift your hands and fly here. Take a breath, feel the challenge. Bring your hands down and sweep your left leg up into the air. Big lift, look under the armpit. Rock forward, one-footed plank. Exhale through chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. Just walking out the legs. And then step the feet all the way up to the hands and just hang out in Uttanasana for a moment, just dangling there. Exhale. And then squatting down, turn the toes a little, sit down on the heels, reach the arms, and roll down onto your back, slowly coming down. Rock the feet over the head through plow pose, and then roll your back down onto the ground. So we're going to do a little bit of final back bending here, so in bridge and wheel pose. So standing on the feet, so knees bent, feet are on the ground. Walk the feet in a little closer. Tuck the shoulders underneath the back and then just slowly come up into bridge pose, feeling this beautiful shape, opening up the body. So tuck your arm bones underneath your back, working down through the arms and lift the hips, lift the chest. Then on the inhale, walk the feet in a little, lift the heels, come up a bit higher, and then exhale, lower the heels down. And a few more times like that, lifting the heels. This opening up of the front of the body is so important for us because we spend so much time hunched over and drawn in. And this really helps to de-stress the system. It's challenging work, but you'll feel so light, so open, and so much more clear after it. So lift the heels and then release the shoulders, roll the back down. Take a moment, just drop the legs, drop the arms. Take a little Shavasana. Take another breath. And then step your feet in again. And from here we'll try wheel pose. So this might not be in your practice, but just have a go. And today, just see if you can get the top of the head onto the ground, because we've really opened out the body enough to be able to have a really good go at doing this. So if you feel like when I say do wheel pose, you go, oh God, I hate this, I just can't do it, I don't do it. Notice that reaction, and that kind of blocking something might be happening in other situations in your life. So it's really good just to catch our habits, catch what we tend to kind of pull back from and hold ourselves back from, and just have a go. Obviously, if your body's, there's a problem going on and you can't do it, don't. But if it's just fear, if it's just that kind of, oh, I don't think I can, then really test that in yourself. Put the hands underneath the shoulders, fingers pointing in towards the body. And just for now, just see if all you can do is just get your head onto the ground, top of the head onto the ground. So to do that, you're going to lift your hips up, walk the feet in, and you can always lift up the heels as well. That can sometimes help. And then see if you can push the hands enough to slide the chin up and the top of the head underneath you, so you're up on the top of the head. And just try doing that, staying there. If you can keep going, push the hands, come up, lift the heels, come up as high as you can, drawing the chest away from you, then lower the heels down. If you've just got your head on the ground, come down now, or if you're up in wheel, come on down, lower down. Take a breath. See how you're feeling. Drop the knees in to touch each other and just feel the effects of that big position in the body. And we'll do that once more. So step the feet in. So again, if you feel that's too much for you, you can leave it there. But if you're just sort of feeling like you don't think you can do it, have another go, because sometimes the second go, you just feel like you get it a little bit more. So hands coming in underneath the shoulders, feet coming in. And again, just coming up onto the top of the head for now is brilliant. So elbows come in. Lift the hips and then see if you can lift your heels, slide onto the top of the head, keep the heels lifted, and then push the hands, come up as high as you can, push the chest away from the feet, and then lower the heels, lifting up, and then lift the heels again, tuck the chin in to come down, resting onto your back, release the arms, release the legs. And just feel the effects. For me, I used to do wheel as a child. I could sort of just drop back into it. And then I went through a stage of it just being really, I just found it really scary and really painful, uncomfortable. I had so much resistance to it. And it really, in my mind, I thought, well, I'm just never going to do that again. It's just not going to be something I do. And then I had to really challenge that in myself and really sort of feel, what is it that's stopping me? And it was interesting because it was at the time I was blocking a lot of other things as well and kind of like, no, I just can't do these things. So sometimes if you do a shape in yoga that you feel very resistant to and you just kind of work with it, keep testing it, keep going through it, as long as it's not like a real problem and it really hurts, just kind of keep testing that edge. Sometimes it releases a lot of other things that are going on in your life too. So just another breath here. I'll just finish off with a little release for the neck. So hold your head and then just do this simple a couple of times, a tilt. So you're turning your head and looking up at the top elbow as you tip to one side. Come to center and just do that again. So you're turning your head around the other way, looking at the top elbow. Bend the knees, feet on the ground, and just curl your head in. So you're just stretching the neck the other way. Exhale. And then lower your head down. I need to come back up onto my mat. And then draw your knees, your right knee in, and just hug your right knee in. Extend the left leg down. Squeeze in. Take a deep breath here. And then release the right leg and draw the left leg in and just release, sinking down there just to decompress the hips, the back and the neck. And we'll do a final little twisting movement. So feet on the ground, knees touching each other so the feet are right at the edge of the mat. Bring your arms out to the sides. And then just drop your knees down to one side. Let them windscreen wiper. So keep the feet wide apart and let the knees drop. Turn the head the opposite way to the knees. Inhale, come to center. And then exhale, lower the knees the other way. Turn the head. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, lowering the knees. Turning the head. Just a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing the hips, the neck, the shoulders, the back. Once more on the second side there. Exhale. Coming back.
And just dropping the legs down. Take a few minutes in Shavasana, and it's really important after you've done a strong practice. Shavasana is extra important, just to really spend these few minutes being still, resting, dropping down. Find your breath. Feel each exhalation another invitation, an opportunity to drop into the ground, to release down. Feel the support underneath you. Sinking down. Feeling stillness, and spend a few moments really feeling the quality of stillness, the quality of doing nothing, of just feeling, sensing yourself, sensing your breath in your body, and everything that's brought you here in this moment. And again, reflect back at the beginning of the class where you were looking at all the aspects of your life. Every part of you is part of this practice. When we move our body, we're moving our mind. When we challenge ourselves physically, we challenge ourselves mentally. The two are always interlinked. So just notice how you feel in your head, how you feel in your body now. And then slowly draw your body in, curl your knees in, curl your arms in. And you can rock up to sitting, or you can roll over to your side and come up. Just find a seat just for a few moments, just to settle, getting back into an upright position, ready to go back into your day. Find your breath. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bowing your head into yourself, to your whole self, to every part of you, the broken bits, the nervous parts of you, the parts of you that hold back, that resist change, that struggle. When we're asked to open up and be different, and that's really human, it's so normal, but with compassion, knowing that we can hold these parts of ourselves, take care of them, so that there's no fear of fear, there's no resistance around fear. You can feel the fear, you can feel yourself, and you can keep moving forward. Keep moving into the next moment, seeing what's coming round the corner. Well done. Namaste.